Firstly, we're going to get two people up because their opponents aren't here. Please, a round of applause, firstly, for pretty boy Tom Smith, ladies and gents. Don't you look good? How are you, mate? Yes, very well, thank you. Saw this guy in the gym earlier, working hard, sweating, just posing in front of the mirror, really, weren't you? That's what he does, because he likes the look of himself. I was just signing up to the gym. I thought I've got a fight in a couple of weeks, I better do some training. And we're also going to get up Luke McDonough, ladies and gentlemen. Come on up, Luke. Round of applause for Luke, please, ladies and gents. The not so pretty Luke McDonough. You're going to be fighting Jordan Carter. How are you, Luke? Good to see you, mate. I thought you were going to give me a cuddle then, the way you put your arm out. Getting a bit closer, guys, otherwise I've got to move with the microphone. Right, first of all, ladies and gents, we're going to go to Tommy Smith. Tom, your last outing, please. Was that on the Northern Boys' last show?
No, it was fighting Phil.
Oh, it was fighting Phil. So you were fighting a Northern Boy on the last show. How'd you get on against that one?
Yeah, got the win.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was a tough fight, to be fair.
I've been told, technically, by John, he thinks you should have knocked his brother out.
That was Phil.
Is that ISIS?
That's Phil going.
Jihad. No, joking. Joking. We've got to laugh about these things, ladies and gentlemen, otherwise we'll just cry, won't we? Okay, so yeah, Tom, you're coming off the back of a win against one of the Northern Boys, one of the partners in this setup. It was a great fight. Have you been training harder since that fight for this one?
I've been sparring more, to be fair, yeah. But the training's not changed too much.
Still just posing in front of the mirror as much as you can?
Still just posing as much as I can.
Where have you been training? Because I saw you down, obviously, DW Sports. Are you still getting down and doing bits with, not doing bits, but doing training with Susie?
Yeah, scrappers. Still spar at scrappers, and I just go with DW to do bag work and cardio and that.
Okay, and do you know much about Carl Brooks? He's actually been out the ring for a couple of years now, I believe, Carl. But back in the day when he was getting around on the shows, he's a formidable force. He's a tough guy, so it's going to be a tough fight. I believe you've raised up a little bit weight-wise as well.
Yeah. Well, basically, I think he had a fight, and obviously, I don't know what happened, but the other guy pulled out, and my guy pulled out. So John said, "Do you want to fight him?" I said 88. I was probably about 82 at the time, so I just said, yeah, I'm about 86 now. So it's a little bit of weight to give away, but no one else is around.
A couple of kilos, I mean, never hurt anybody. I know somebody that once fought a bigger weight difference than that and still ended up knocking the guy out in the third round. Isn't that right, Craig?
Yeah, I've heard of him now.
Yeah. Okay, so you're giving away a couple of kilos. Like I said, Carl used to be a formidable force. Have you done a little bit of research on him?
I've seen a few clips just on YouTube. Yeah, he looks tough. To be fair, Phil was tough as well, so it was good to fight Phil probably before Carl. But yeah, Southpaw, which I've not fought before, so I've been getting in some sparring with Southpaws, and see what happens.
Who have you been sparring with?
Garvey Kelly.
Okay, ex-pro.
Yeah, he switched hits, so he's been available, and I've been doing some rounds with him.
Okay, fantastic. Right, we'll leave it there for a minute. We're going to come over to Luke. Luke, how you doing, mate? It's good to see you again. You fought a couple of weeks back on the Newbury show, first show in Newbury. Unfortunately, it didn't go your way. You came off with a loss against Leon Gregory. But how did you feel, when you were in the ring? Did you feel fit and healthy and everything like that?
No, not really. Well, I had like a week to get prepared, so I suppose I've done right for the week that I was training for.
You didn't train much more than the first fight you had for a week, did you? And you came out with a win on that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, have you been doing a little bit more training for this one?
I've been sparring a bit more than, well, I didn't do any sparring the one I had a week before, so I've been doing sparring. Sparring's been going alright.
And where's that, down at the arena with your dad and stuff like that?
Yeah, down at the arena with Gracie Greener, with them.
Okay, are you doing your cardio work as well, or is it just sparring?
Just sparring and pads.
Just sparring and pads. Okay. So you think your fitness is going to be okay? 6 minutes, it doesn't seem like a long time, but once you're in that ring and you're getting punched around, it soon has its toll on your fitness. So how do you think you're going to fare that in?
Yeah, I think I'll be alright. Yeah, I'll be alright. I'll be fine. I think that's 3 rounds, I suppose.
Okay. You're going to be fighting Jordan Carter. I'm not too familiar with Jordan Carter.
He's had two.
He's had two.
He fought,
Stuart Wade.
he fought Wade. That's a big test.
Oh, big tough match that one he would have had there. Stuart Wade's an animal. And who else?
He fought another dude on Shush, but I
Yeah.
think he got beaten. So he's won one, lost one.
Okay, 1-1, lost one. Same as you then. So you've got an equal record. Have you seen him fight?
I think I watched the Shush one, which was with Callum or something.
And that's the one he lost.
Yeah.
Glad you said. I hope he didn't lose to Stuart Wade.
No, yeah, I watched the Callum one. It didn't really look anything special there.
So you got the confidence. You're confident that you're going to come out with a win on this one, yeah?
Yeah, I want to bounce back off the loss.
Of course. Are you? So you've been doing your sparring and your pad work and stuff like that. Not so much on the fitness. Are you looking that you can win this fight before it goes a distance, realistically? Because you've been working on your power more than anything.
Yeah, I'm looking for a knockout. I think.
Looking for a knockout.
Yeah,
How early do you want that knockout? Just before you start blowing out your ass.
First or second round.
First or second round. Okay, so you've got a first or second round for you there. Tom, obviously, you know, you've been doing your cardio, you're looking very fit. And what about you? I mean, are you going to be looking for the power finish or are you going to be looking for the distance and on points?
Well, obviously, you know, if it presents itself, I'd love to take it, but yeah, I know Carl's tough, so I'd be stupid to go in there thinking I'm going to stop him. I think he's quite aggressive, so I think he could walk onto some, but yeah, I reckon it'll be a 3-round decision.
Okay, but you're going to come out with a win, you think? Do you think the fact that he's been out for a couple of years now is going to play in your advantage? Because, you know, you've constantly been working, you've constantly been training and doing your bits, and he's been 2 years out, possibly with injury and stuff like that at one point, so...
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of footwork drills as well, because obviously I think I'm going to be a little bit too fast for him. That's the aim of the game anyway.
Right, okay.
That's the plan.
Okay, so you're going to be too quick for him, and you're looking. He's probably going to go the distance. You know, if the opportunity presents itself, everyone's going to go for the knockout.
Yeah.
But you think personally it's going to go the 3 rounds?
Well, I don't think he's been stopped. I don't know.
Yes.
He has.
No, he's not been stopped.
Then,
Don't listen to him, he doesn't know anything.
if he has been stopped, I think he'll get stopped again. But if he hasn't, I think he'll go 3 rounds.
Okay, we'll find out, ladies and gentlemen, whether he's ever been stopped, and then we'll give you his version of events. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we're going to do with these guys for now. Please, a round of applause for Queen Boy Tom Smith and Luke McDonough, ladies and gents. Thank you very much, mate. Do you want some photos with these guys? Stood in front of anything, John?
I thought you were going to open up for questions.
Oh, I can do.
I was just going to ask you why you keep skipping leg day.
Tom, do you want to answer that, please? Why do you keep skipping? No comment.
No,
Do you got anything for Luke? Luke, why do you keep skipping every day? Okay.
You're going to wear a bra on the night.
Luke, did you hear that one? What? Are you going to be wearing a bra on the night to hold those up?
Nah, just let it jiggle.
Okay, no worries.